Wisconsin Badgers are a great team to start a rebuild with because they have a roster that can be built into a contender in the Big Ten, maybe even a national championship contender. And Luke Fickell is doing the right things to get them on board. And when you look at what they have for a roster, there shouldn't be too much that we need to rebuild here in these next few years. Everything's going to revolve around Braelon Allen, the star running back for the Badgers on offense. And it's going to be interesting to see what Phil Longo's system will do for the passing attack. I don't think that anybody on this roster right now is extremely intimidating when it comes to catching the football. I don't think there's any big play threats, but we also address that and it may be in the transfer portal, but specifically in recruiting. I think that running the football is still going to be a priority, though. I think that this is still going to be a team that emphasizes the ground game. And a lot of the similar things that we've seen from Wisconsin in the past will also be true in the future as well. Same thing goes for the defense. You're not going to see a defense that will look drastically different than what we've seen in the past from a production standpoint. I think that you look at this group of players they have returning, and Mike Tressel has a great opportunity to showcase what he can do, but also continuing that tradition of being successful. I think that Wisconsin has some of the best linebackers in college football right now, and we're going to see that in 2023. But in this rebuild, we're going to see what they can do to lift Wisconsin to that next level. Halfway through the year, and we have a few players that are already committed. We have our quarterback, potentially of the future, in Pete Smith. We also get some players ready for a visit in tight end Randy Jackson. That is a big one for us. I think that would be a huge tradition builder and continuing that tradition at tight end that Wisconsin has been so good at in building and creating good tight ends that can catch the football, that are good blockers. Again, I think that you people think Luke Fickell is going to completely change what Wisconsin wants to do, but that's simply not true. He's going to continue some of those traditions. He's going to continue. I mean, you look at what he did at Cincinnati, you look at good defenses, a ground game that was pretty strong, and tight ends that could catch the football. That's not going to change at Wisconsin. He's still going to do that. It's just going to look a little bit different than maybe what they're used to. Defensively, we were attacking that those positions of needs. Strong safety specifically is one that will really need to elevate to get us better. But as you can see, we're doing some damage, and we've already gotten a few guys commit halfway through the year. And you see 6-0, we're third in the country. This is not completely unheard of for a Wisconsin team. I think that that is something we could see, especially this year. I think Wisconsin's going to be favored in most of their games. And to finish the year, we go 10-3. So a little bit of a drop off, but that's okay. When you look at what Tanner Mordecai would do, a good year, almost 3,000 yards. And Braylon Allen is the feature as we expected, 1,400 yards and a touchdown. So that's not super surprising. What the passing attack can do is going to really help a lot. 79 catches for over 1,000 yards, top guy. We also have 646 yards. The defense you see disruptive. We have 20 tackles for a loss for Isaiah Mullins, and that's going to be huge. We do have a handful of players that head off to the NFL draft. A lot of guys we lose to graduation, but there's still a good core returning. Recruiting is going really well. We got a huge commit from Caden Delwood, a tackle from Wisconsin. We also got Randy Jackson to continue that tight end tradition. Another a center in Matt Roberson. Amir Mullins could be a running back of the future. Pete Smith, quarterback. We got quite a few key pieces at positions of needs. And that's going to, again, continue that Wisconsin tradition. I like this first recruiting class, getting a solid group of guys coming in. I think that the top guys that we got were huge additions for this program. On to my favorite part, which is the training results. You see Braylon Allen is getting even better. We see a lot of 5, 6, and 7s. That's a huge offseason. Now you look at Nick Evers, going to be the future quarterback for Wisconsin, someone who comes in from Oklahoma, has a lot of potential to make this passing attack even better. And you see we're getting better on both sides of the football as well. Recruiting is more of the same. You see we're going to the defensive side of the ball, attacking those needs. I think offense, we have a lot of young guys, a good core of young guys that are going to help. So we attack defense. There will be some players on offense that will get as well. Big week one matchup against Oklahoma State, a chance to showcase what this team is all about and what the future of Wisconsin football is going to be. We're going to get started here with a run with Braelon Allen. Again, that is not going away. You're looking at what we can do with Braelon Allen, and that is something that he can provide a high quality player, a high quality production rate, and then you get the passing attack to work with it. And CJ Williams has the potential to be a big player as he gets into the end zone right here. Our defense also plays really well, gets some big stops to start the game to give the ball back to our offense. That will be a theme as this video continues. As the game progressed, we saw the future of Wisconsin football in Nick Evers as a runner. We also got to see what he can do as a passer as he unleashed an incredible throw to CJ Williams for a huge touchdown, a huge gain, something that we're going to see quite a bit, I think, for Wisconsin to get us a 49-3 win, to get us off to a great start to this season. Recruiting is going pretty well. We are also targeting quite a few players that are athletes, high-rated guys. Trey Turner is the big one in this class. We get to the end of the year and we finish 12-0. We are headed to the Big Ten championship game against a Michigan team that we've already beat once. You can see our offense and defense are doing pretty well. Nick Evers is going to get us started here. The passing attack is a feature to start against Michigan here. We also see CJ Williams getting into the mix. A nice roll out by Evers here to complete the pass. And we're also going to see play action is going to do a lot of wonderful things for us. Again, rushing the football will still be a priority for Phil Longo and this offense. It's just a matter of opening things up for that passing attack. Even getting Braelon Allen involved in the passing attack will be huge. But again, when you get the rushing attack, plays like this are possible. And that's also going to lead to the first touchdown of the game here for Nick Evers. We did struggle early on to get a stop. I think Donovan Edwards is one of the better running backs in college football, and he showcased his talent. JJ McCarthy also gets things going here, looking for a guy downfield, hits Clemens on a big gain. And your Donovan Edwards will once again take the football, get a few yards. JJ McCarthy comes back, and he is just cutting us up, dicing up that defense, something that's going to get them on the board. We still have a 7-3 lead. JJ McCarthy is going to go to the right here, pitch it to Donovan Edwards. We do not have anybody that can tackle out in space. That is a big gain to get things started for Michigan. Again, JJ McCarthy is someone to keep an eye on when it's all said and done. He is someone with dual threat ability, and he takes off here for a big run. We cannot get him, breaks it all the way down into the end zone to put Michigan up 10-7 in the second quarter. After that, we get the drive started with a nice screen pass to Braelon Allen out to the right, a big 16-yard gain that picks up quite a few yards, something we'll see quite a bit from Wisconsin this year. Nick Evers also throws this pass behind CJ Williams, who makes a nice one-handed grab to pick up a few yards here. And then we're looking once again a nice dot by Nick Evers. And then we're looking for a big play here, looking for a big pass deep. And we're going to find Skylar Bell here for the touchdown to get us up 14-10 in the second quarter. The defense is going to respond from that momentum with a big play, a big sack on JJ McCarthy. They'll get a stop on Donovan Edwards. And then once again, McCarthy looking back, we will pick up yet another sack to get the ball back. After another field goal by Wisconsin, Michigan gets the ball back. JJ McCarthy hits Colston Loveland for a nice first down. And then on a broken coverage, nobody is covering deep, and it's going to be, he falls down at the 1-yard line. JJ McCarthy does pick up the touchdown the next play. Nick Evers drops back to pass, looking deep, throws it deep, and he's going to have CJ Williams for yet another big game. CJ Williams is having a career game, a big 71-yard reception for Wisconsin, but the half runs out and it is tied 17-17. Coming out of the half, once again, the Donovan Edwards issues continue for us. We simply cannot take him down. Wisconsin is having troubles tackling him. JJ McCarthy is also carving us up over the middle. Colston Loveland picks up yet another good chunk of yards here. Running a smash route to the right here. JJ McCarthy has a guy open. 24-17. Michigan is up. Nick Evers in Wisconsin are looking to respond. He's got nobody downfield. He's going to roll out to the right. Has a guy running downfield. He lofts it up. His guy stops, and Michigan is going to pick it off. That is not a way to respond. That is not the way to get things going. Michigan takes that interception and they turn that into a bunch of chunk big plays here. Donovan Edwards continues his dominance over the Badgers with another big play here. They also give him the ball out to the left, and he nearly picks up the touchdown here, but they do punch it in one play later for a big time touchdown to put them up by 2 scores. We got a good thing going with CJ Williams. I think he could be a major impact player as he makes a nice grab over 3 defenders here, and later Braelon Allen punches it in for a big touchdown in the fourth quarter. Michigan does add another field goal to go up by 10, and we simply run out of time to close the deficit. CJ Williams with yet another big play, and we do get a touchdown here as time expires, but not enough to win the Big Ten championship. We end the year in a bowl game against Baylor, and the fireworks were aplenty as Richard Reese is able to take this play 75 yards for the 10-2 Baylor Bears to get the scoring started. We do get a response. Nick Evers once again finds who else but CJ Williams for a big play, and then Braelon Allen punches it in to tie the game. The fireworks continue as once again Richard Reese is found running up the sideline. He gets open, and Wisconsin simply cannot take him down. Fireworks continue. An exciting bowl game, and Wisconsin actually does pull out the win 41-38 to finish the year. No national championship. Hopefully, we can find a way to get that done in the third season. We did break a few school records. That should happen pretty quickly for Phil Longo and Luke Fickell. Nick Evers broke a school record. Scott Bell did. We saw Evers throw for 35 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 4,200 yards. Braelon Allen, once again, over 1,300 yards, 17 touchdowns. Ches Malusi will be lost, but we do. The biggest thing is we have 2 guys over 1,000 yards receiving. That is the biggest thing. And the defense, once again, pretty disruptive, not as disruptive as the year before, but still a really good group. And when you look at what we lose, a few guys, once again, to the NFL draft, nothing major in terms of what we can do for the next year. There's a lot of good guys returning. We do get a couple transfer requests. One guy we will take in at running back to get some depth. Our recruiting once again went really well. We do get a punter that obviously is the highlight for all those who are serious about this. Only punters really matter in recruiting. We do get the 6th best recruiting class in college football. That is a huge way to get Wisconsin back on track. And we did get that quarterback we mentioned earlier, Trey Turner. That is a huge get for this team. We do bump up our talent level. We get quite a bit of depth heading into our third season under Luke Fickell in Wisconsin. Training results, Braelon Allen once again with a huge bump up to a 99 overall. That is the highlight of this. Nick Evers goes up to 95. We mentioned Allen. CJ Williams is the 93. Skylar Bell is 92. And I think you're looking at this offense as a potential dominant factor in the Big Ten. You see lots of 90s, lots of 80s overall. That is a huge way to increase your likelihood of winning games. The defense is a little bit behind, especially up front, but I really like what we're getting from the linebackers and even in the secondary as well. We're already getting commits right off the bat as well to start the season. That is huge. We're going to target yet another good group of potential players. The secondary is going to need help as well. Alabama is the first game, a huge way for Wisconsin to get on the board early and start the season strong. Jalen Milroe could be the starting quarterback for Alabama, and if he's able to do things like this, he is going to be a really fun player to watch. You see the passing ability. We also know what he can do here, which is run the football really well. And Wisconsin is having troubles right now stopping this attack. And Jalen Milroe, if he can make plays like that, he's going to be tough to stop. So as you can see, Milroe is really carving up this defense. Oh my gosh. That was nasty. Time for Nick Evers to respond. We get going with a nice play over the middle, getting Braelon Allen involved once again. We get him involved in the rushing attack, and the 99 overall is making his presence known. Alabama is having a tough time slowing him down early on. Evers also gets back to business through the air, finds Bell on a nice completion. Braelon Allen gets back with another chunk play, and Nick Evers shows off his big running ability for a touchdown to tie things up early. But Jalen Milroe will respond. He's going to pick up a big play here, gets a block, and he is off to the races. Jones is trying to track him down. He gets blocked, Milroe is carving up this Wisconsin defense with his legs, and this could be a long game if Wisconsin can't figure out a solution to slowing him down. The passing attack is not taking steps back either. Alabama is going to get a huge run on 1st and 10 to end the first quarter to go up 14-7. Nick Evers will respond, picks up a nice chunk play to Will Pauling to get things started, and then he's going to find who else but C.J. Williams, another huge play for the former USC, the former five-star transfer for a 41-yard gain. Evers also shows off his legs once again, picks up a big chunk of yards, and then finally we give the ball to Amir Mullins to put us in a tie at 14. This puts the pressure on Jalen Milroe to respond. He throws over the middle and it's intercepted. Jones has the interception for Wisconsin. He's going to get the ball back. What can this team do with that momentum? Evers throws a screen to Braelon Allen. There was a blitz. Picks up a good chunk of yards. Evers will drop back once again. He is going to slice and dice this Alabama defense and picks up a good chunk of yards. Braelon Allen is back in business as well. And the Wisconsin Badgers will punch it in with Braelon Allen for a 21-14 lead. Jalen Milroe looking to bounce back. He's going to throw over to the left, and it's picked off again. Brown is going to pick it off, bring it back inside the 20. Wisconsin has the ball and a ton of momentum with the ball in the red zone. Second pick on as many throws for Jalen Milroe in the past two drives. Now, when Nick Evers is looking to run the ball, he's going to pitch it out to Amir Mullins, who has space. He's going to get in the end zone. It's 28-14, Wisconsin. Milroe is going to drop back to pass. He's looking over the middle. He's going to throw another pick. Oh, and it's dropped. That could have been horrible for the Alabama offense. Wisconsin's defense is simply stifling right now. There's nowhere to go for this Alabama offense. And the passing attack is just giving Alabama fits. Skylar Bell breaks off a tackle here, and it's really just tough to see for the Alabama defense. Nick Evers rolls out to the right, has a guy running down the middle. He's going to hit him in stride. Anthony's going to get into the end zone. 35-14 lead going into halves. From here, the defense basically just takes over, makes a number of plays in the backfield, not allowing Alabama to do hardly anything in terms of moving the football down the field, whether that's stopping the run, getting out blocks, or even breaking up passes that could pick up big yards. This was a huge win for the Wisconsin Badgers to be able to beat Alabama, a ranked opponent, to start the season. Going to help recruiting, going to help get them on track, and hopefully get us to that goal of winning a national championship. And it's helped recruiting already. We do have a couple more commits. We're going to add a couple athletes to our board as well. We finished the year 12-0 once again. We are the number 2 team in the country facing the number 1 Ohio State Buckeyes, who are also 12-0. A trip to the national championship on the line. It's really exciting to see what we've been doing so far offensively, and to beat the Buckeyes to get to the national championship would be huge for this program. The defense does start out strong. They're able to stop Mayan Williams here for a short gain to get the game started. Kyle McCord is looking deep. We break up that pass as well. And on 3rd and 9, McCord is looking deep and just dumps it down, and Wisconsin rallies for a big stop. Start the game for the offense. Braelon Allen is going to slip out on a screen, pick up a big chunk yards on 1st and 10 to pick up the first down. Nick Evers does the rest from here. He's going to carve up this Ohio State defense and pretty much 4 verts the entire time. He's going to hit the slot here and Will Pauling. He will hit Pauling once again on another quick pass. And then from there, Wisconsin is going to punch it in to get up 7-0 on yet another pass up the seam. And that's a 7-0 lead for Wisconsin. Tackling was a problem on this drive for the defense. A good response by Ohio State. Mayan Williams breaks off a couple tackles to pick up first down, runs out to the right, picks up a couple blocks, and once again, we cannot get him to the ground until he's out of bounds. Kyle McCord takes a run here, missed 1 tackle, 2 tackles, 3 tackles. Oh my goodness, is this Braxton Miller? Kyle McCord takes it in to tie the game up. Nick Evers looking to respond here, has a guy deep. He has Skylar Bell deep, throws it over the top. Bell comes down with it, breaks the tackle. He's inside the 20. He's inside the 10, all the way in for a score 14-7 Wisconsin. It's turning into the Will Pauling show as Ohio State gets a field goal. Nick Evers finds Pauling over the middle for a few big time catches as the half is going to run out. And Wisconsin is looking to get yet another score on the board. Pauling with another big gain there. Hits them over the middle once again. Is the Will Pauling show. Braelon Allen is going to punch it in to put Wisconsin up with a big 23-10 halftime lead. Halfway through the third quarter, Evers is dropping back. He gets hit, and the ball bounces around, and Ohio State is able to pick it off. That is unfortunate bounce. Kyle McCord is able to capitalize on that, throws a nice pass, and Marvin Harrison Jr. makes an insane catch. Looking to bounce back from that interception. Evers throws out to the left, and it's picked off again. Ohio State has the ball inside Wisconsin territory. They are looking to hopefully tie up this game and maybe even take a lead. They do have to settle for a field goal, 23-20 Wisconsin. Wisconsin needs a big play here. They start off by who else? Will Pauling over the middle. Ohio State cannot bring him down. Can he get into the end zone all the way in? Huge touchdown for Nick Evers and Will Pauling. Kyle McCord looking to respond. Those are to the left. A dangerous throw. It's picked off. This is huge for Wisconsin. Carter picks it off, and he's going to go all the way. Nobody is going to catch him. A huge touchdown for the Wisconsin Badgers. Ohio State will not go away. Kyle McCord is looking to the left, finds who else but Marvin Harrison Jr. for yet another touchdown. They cannot get in close enough. Wisconsin is going to hold on for a 37-34 win in the Big Ten championship to keep their national championship hopes alive. A big win for the Badgers here. The national championship that everybody wanted to see, Utah versus Wisconsin, number one versus number two for the national championship. A huge turnaround for the Badgers and a team that is going to be really fun to watch offensively against a really good defense. We're going to start the game by getting the two guys involved that have carried this team. It's a fumble by Braelon Allen. That is not a good start for the Wisconsin Badgers. Braelon Allen fumbles, and Utah is going to punch the ball in here for an early 7-0 lead. Not a good start. Evers looks to respond after that turnover, down 7-0. Rolls out to the right, has nothing, has a guy cutting over the middle. All of a sudden, who else but Will Pauling? Another huge gain. What a stretch for the slot receiver. Evers looks back once again, rolls out once again. Another guy going over the middle. Who else but Will Pauling? Later, Braelon Allen is going to punch the ball in to tie the game at 7. Evers is going to get his cardio in this game, rolling out to the left here. Doesn't have anybody open. Braelon Allen breaks out late, hits him on the left side. Big first down for this offense. Evers is looking once again. And has a guy on the left side, Skylar Bell. And we're seeing a lot of these receivers step up in a big way. What a nasty throw by Nick Evers there. Braelon Allen gets the fake. Nick Evers runs it in 14-7 Wisconsin. Early in the second quarter, Nick Evers is going to break a tackle there, and he finds CJ Williams over to the right. Haven't heard his name in a little while. Once again, thrown to CJ Williams, who breaks off a tackle and gets into the end zone. A huge touchdown, a big play for CJ Williams, breaking a tackle, getting in the end zone, 21-7. The defense receives the message and steps up in a big way, picks up one stop here, picks up yet another stop, rallies to the football with a broken tackle, and finishes off this drive on 3rd and 12 by getting a stop here to limit Utah with 5 yards. Big drive for the offense. Evers looks to the right. CJ Williams going to get him involved. Maybe a trend here. CJ Williams with yet another check. Breaks a tackle, and he's going to pick up extra yards here. Yards after catch. Huge for CJ Williams. Another reception as the half is winding down. CJ Williams is just going to pick up yards after yard. And then finally, Nick Evers is going to break in for a 28-7 lead, a huge lead for Wisconsin. Wisconsin looking for a dagger here on this drive. Braelon Allen's going to get things started with a big run. They are going to run him again, picks up another good chunk of yards, breaks a tackle to pick up the first down, and he will not be denied. Nick Evers rolling to the right, again, getting that cardio in, has a guy over the middle. That is going to be your dagger, 35-7. Utah not going away, getting a touchdown there, but Nick Evers finds who else? His man, CJ Williams, for yet another big play, 47 yards, and the damage cannot be undone. Wisconsin just simply cruises. Nick Evers would not be denied, would not be stopped, gets Namir Mullins here for another score. And that is that. Wisconsin wins a national championship. Let me know who you want to see next. What team do you want to see a rebuild for, or what team do you want to see taken to another level? Wisconsin was really fun. They have a lot of key pieces that can make this happen, and it was fun to see what this Badgers team can do. I think that it's going to be really exciting to watch Luke Fickell and what he can do with Wisconsin in 2023 and for the foreseeable future.